Live from the Sword Coast, it's the Geek Show.
Nerd.
Which famous geek icons are going to be in the cement at the Chinese Theater in Hollywood? You're not going to believe it, and it's long overdue on this episode coming up.
Who moved the thing? Who moved the thing?
I was going to give you grief about that as I kicked myself out of this.
Yeah, you also I did not boot Lee for calling me a nerd.
That was me. That was me.
Be known. I wear my nerd label proudly.
I'm in this software like 30 hours a week, and I still can't run it.
He's in the software. He's Lee George Cade. Hi.
Hey, I'm going to be headlining the Tooele Repertory Theater production of Our Town this weekend, so make sure to get your tickets. Yeah, matinee only, and make sure to, you do have to get at least a corn dog basket, or they won't let you in. But
are you the narrator?
I'm the town. I'm the whole town.
You're the whole town.
Yeah.
Okay.
The titular old town.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so everybody just stands on me and I cry. So
I see.
Yeah.
There she is with the word titular. Rebecca Frost, everybody.
Hi, I'm also joined by Simon the cat, everybody.
Oh, good.
Hey,
Simon's sitting down. He's going to watch and judge you the whole show.
Okay, I'll scoot over so we can see him.
Yeah, I need to see Simon. Hi, Simon.
I also have a Simon, but I kicked him out.
He kicked the cat. He's too tall. Quad T, Tony. How you doing, Tony?
Get out of here, Simon. Give him a swift, gentle push in the butt.
The old cat kicker, you. All right, let's get going.
And our
here.
host, and mustn't forget our host. No cats named Simon in his house, Carrie Jackson.
I love kitties, though.
Carrie Jackson.
Monday through Friday, 6 to 10, x96.com. Oh, Lee, would you thank your wife for me for alerting me to the location, which I will not share here because I'm selfish, of where I can get the monster cereals. They finally arrived. Okay.
So, yeah, it's a late August tradition in the glorious People's Republic of Kadistan where the youngest and the wife hitch up the Cade-mobile and they drive around until they find monster cereal. So
I've been doing that, and I haven't found any.
Yeah,
Aren't
Molly,
they at the Winco?
I was about to look at. I was going to
place?
look on Monday at the Winco.
It's a grocery store. I can't gatekeep a grocery store.
I'll never tell. I'll never tell if the employee-owned and operated Winco on 21st South and State Street has monster cereal currently at $2.99 a box.
We are
Seem
selfish.
to know a lot.
I'll never tell.
Yes. I just need the new flavor and the mashup. The mixed up flavor.
Did you get the zombie girl?
Not yet. No, I haven't gotten any. I'm very sad. I keep having people telling me it's out there, and I go to stores and they're not there. And, anyway,
Can we do a thing? I want to do a thing, Carrie.
A thing?
Can we do a mandatory Geek Show panel Halloween contest costumes where we all come as our favorite monster cereal?
You sure? What?
Because I mean, you're already Booberry. I mean,
I can easily be Booberry at a moment's notice. Yeah.
I can take my shirt off and I'm the werewolf.
Yep.
Fruit Brute.
Yep.
I'll be the new DJ, the cereal DJ.
Right.
Carmella Creeper.
Yeah. And I'll try to not be a problematic Count Chocula.
Oh, if Frankenstein's still up, I'll just shave my beard and put some neck bolts
Frankenberry,
on.
do it.
I'll do that guy.
I'll go as Lady Cap'n Crunch.
Nobody wants to see this shirtless,
Who's
melted candle.
Jonathan Marchand wants to know who's King Vitamin.
Well, my radio partner Bill has always been King Vitamin. Everybody knows that. You see the photo on the package of King Vitamin? When it's not
just like him.
It's
King
him.
Vitamin. Is that a cereal?
Yes.
It's a cereal,
You have to be old enough to remember the Far Out Space Nuts to know that. Business real quick. Jackie Ernst wants to know, where do I get that Geek Show shirt?
Oh, it'll be available soon on our merch channel.
Not the fake one. Not the fake one.
No, don't go to the fake one. Our real merch channel will be arriving, I bet, by the time we do our movie at Broovies, which we'll tell you about coming up.
We're doing the beta testing of it right now.
Yes. We got to look at Zack Snyder's Rebel Moon this week.
Zack Snyder's Star Wars.
And
Let me do a Star Wars. I'll do my own Star Wars.
Yeah,
well, that's
fine.
He presented this. No, he presented this script to Lucasfilm and said, "Here's your next Star Wars," and they said, "No, we're good." And so he went and he changed the names to protect the innocent. And I mean, when I tell you the plot lines, you're going to say, yeah, that sounds like a Star Wars.
I'm
This is
all
how
aboard.
we got. This is how we got the Orville. Seth
true.
MacFarlane wanted to do a Star Trek.
And all Star Wars is Lucas aping on Kurosawa movies. So if this
See?
is Snyder aping on Lucas movies,
Well,
I
and
think
that's-
the designs look cool.
Here's what he said. This is me growing up as an Akira Kurosawa fan and a Star Wars fan.
Yeah.
And so that's what he's doing. It's a space show starring Sofia Boutella. So you had me right away. I like
She's
everything she
amazing.
does.
She's awesome.
Yes. As Cora, a mysterious woman who helps organize the peaceful residents of a planet to fight back against an evil galactic an authoritarian government.
Wait a minute.
A lot
What's
of
fake and what's real?
exactly.
all of it.
It's part one of a two-part movie. Of course, Zack Snyder can't do short films. He can't do anything under 90 minutes. He can't. So the first one will arrive on Netflix December 22nd. It's called Rebel Moon, A Child of Fire. The follow-up is called The Scar Giver, and it will debut in April.
Hey,
I'm Luke Scargiver.
Hey, check out Hat Solo over here.
Hat Solo.
It's Hat Solo.
This also has a little bit of, at least this art has a little bit of a Dark Tower vibe to it.
Yeah.
For me, you know.
Yeah, I'm excited about it because I want him. Not that I had a problem with the Justice League movies, but I want to get back my optimistic, happy Zack Snyder.
Wait,
Did he ever
Honestly,
exist?
when
I don't
did we
think he
have
exists.
that?
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
think he exists.
I mean, I want that happy-go-lucky Zack Snyder of my youth. I just want. I miss that guy.
Sucker Punch is optimistic and happy.
Yeah.
This trailer had me at Sofia Boutella with a big hammer.
Yeah, for sure.
That's all I needed to see, and I'm like, okay, it's Zack Snyder, but I'll be there. Anyway, go take a look at it. It looks spectacular.
Look at Antler One Kenobi over here.
The thing that's their Chewbacca. The thing about Zack Snyder is he's so buff. Like every time I see him, I'm like shocked at like the
Man.
gains he's got.
He is a libertarian centerfold come to life. Everything about that guy is like, oh yeah.
Ugh. Those two words, libertarian and centerfold, just do not belong together.
It's my gift. It's my gift to you, Kerry Jackson.
Thank you.
Don't tread on me.
Meow.
That may be the name of the episode.
Don't tread on me. Please don't name that the episode.
No. I mean, libertarian
Centerfold.
libertarian centerfold.
Less government. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to do some bicep curls.
Or Antler One Kenobi, I kind of liked too.
No, you get some really wicked gains if you curl your film cans.
That's right. All right.
Yeah.
Star Trek Day
Yay!
is coming. CBS boldly bringing Star Trek back to broadcast TV. What a novel idea, you guys.
Now we're talking.
It's September. We're out of shows. What do we do?
That's basically it. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I have a question. I have a question that hopefully Mike can answer. Get in the comments. These shows that are now going to be on TV, like Strange New Worlds is going to be on CBS and Ms. Marvel. What's the payout like for those?
There better be more
That's a
payout.
good question. I
Like
think there wouldn't there be?
Additional. There's got to be additional because it's a new
What's the
platform they're
Ziggy?
putting it on. They got to have
Yeah,
more.
what's the Residual situation like?
All right, Mike, get back to us when
I
you
bet
can.
Mike, get in the comments.
I bet you they're going to say they already paid for it. It's theirs, and they can do whatever they want with it.
I'll bet I wouldn't be surprised. CBS will air Strange New Worlds series premiere, as well as the show's second episode, Children of the Comet. And that will be September 8th is Star Trek Day. And there's going to be a special program hosted by Jerry O'Connell,
Why?
Commander Jack Ransom from Lower Decks.
Because he's also married to Rebecca Romaine.
That's right.
Okay, this is making more sense now.
This will be a salute to the franchise. The special program will include segments that look back at memorable moments over the past 57 years. It's going to pay tribute to Star Trek Discovery ahead of its final season. It's going to provide...
Somebody's finally going to recognize that it's a good show.
Yeah.
I feel like it's already recognized as a good show.
Yeah, it's like CBS All Access's starter wife with Star Trek. Like everybody's, it's all right, but we got the new wife.
Yeah.
Strange New Worlds.
It's going to take a sneak peek clip from the upcoming 4th season of Lower Decks. We're going to get to see that. And a bunch of other moments highlighting Star Trek's legacy. You'll be able to see the Star Trek Day special free globally on YouTube and your Twitch, your Facebook, StarTrek.com/day, Paramount Plus, Pluto TV, Mixable.
Is there significance to the date of September 8th?
That is the day that the original series first aired.
Cool.
And also, they don't
Back in
they don't have to-
'66.
They don't have to worry about it being scripted content because Jerry O'Connell can't read.
I was gonna say, like, in my head, Jerry O'Connell hasn't done anything since Sliders, and so anytime his name is
Kangaroo
brought up,
Jack, excuse me.
Kangaroo Jack, sir.
nope. Every time his name is brought up, I'm just like, why?
You're
Sliders
seriously,
hasn't been on
you're
for
seriously-
20
Hold
years.
on, what else has he done?
You're talking about the
Jerry-
14th greatest movie to come out of Australia after Yahoo Serious's Young Einstein.
Stand by Me,
Well, that was before Sliders, though.
Joe's
Yeah.
Apartment, Scream
I wonder-
2,
I wonder if he and Will
Piranha
Wheaton-
3D.
Do you think he and Will Wheaton get together and talk about how they were in Stand By Me and Star Trek?
Ugh.
They should,
They should, yeah.
at least
They
for
should
a
start
minute.
A club.
Mission
They'd be
to
the only two
Mars?
members.
Don't forget Mission to Mars.
I already did.
Let's
I said
start.
don't.
Oh,
Joe's Apartment. Thank you.
Just,
Jim.
the Star
I
Trek
said
special will
Joe's
also be
Apartment.
on Comedy Central, Paramount Network, Pop TV, Fave, and Smithsonian.com. So no excuse for not seeing it. It's everywhere. It's everywhere.
I'll also be playing it on my iPad on the corner of State and Maine if you need to see it.
Sure. Star Trek, speaking of Star Trek, because this is how you get a show saved. Fans put together money to have a Save Star Trek Prodigy banner flown over the Netflix offices.
I saw this.
Did
Couldn't
you?
find a picture of it. Sorry.
It was a GoFundMe fan campaign. The plane did it. It flew over the offices of the streamers, and a bunch of the fans were outside of the building as well.
All right, guys, we did it. Did we save it?
Did they save it?
No.
No, sorry. But they got it to circle 10 minutes over the Netflix offices on Sunset Boulevard in
10 whole minutes.
10 whole minutes. Hope
I
that
shouldn't be
was
So-
disparaging their attempt at revival of their favorite show, but here I am doing it.
And
Yeah.
I'm just down here using paper straws.
I know. Oh, jeez.
All right.
Let's see what it's going for right now. Star Trek Prodigy on Blu-ray, 22
Yeah.
bucks. 22
It's-
bucks, kids.
yeah.
Oh, 18. 18.
September 26th is when that will be released, the first season on your Blu-ray. All right. Let's quickly, before we get to more news, let's quickly talk about our Saturday matinee with Geekshow. After much fasting and praying, we've decided that it's Pee-wee's Big Adventure in honor of course, Paul Rubens, who we didn't get a chance to honor last time because we had it all planned for Star Trek 2, but here we are. We're a little late, but we're going to do it. Pee-wee's Big Adventure, September 9th. That's 9/9 for those of you writing it down. At Broovies in Salt Lake. Doors at 11:30. The pod will start at noon, and the movie will start at 1 p.m. It's pay what you want, as always.
Hey, I did a thing for it, but I think my dyslexia might have gotten in the way. So,
So is it 9/9 instead of 9/9?
does that work? Does that work?
Oh,
P.U.'s.
P.U.'s.
Big
Oh
Adventure.
no!
Oh,
He's not even wearing a
Damn.
bow tie. He's wearing a regular tie.
Yeah, stupid AI, stupid dyslexia. I quit.
What's the castle in the background from?
It's obviously the Alamo, Tony.
It's from his Big Adventure.
that's his house. Yeah.
I don't know what the PU did. He's just
Also,
wacky.
don't forget our Patreon, geekshowgotthiscovered.com was a link that'll take you directly there to our Patreon. And we're doing, this show. We're doing the after party, which is exclusive to our Patreon people. We do that right after we do this show. And then I've been doing some videos about all the toys that I have behind me.
I feel
You
a
also-
kids
you
table
also
review
get-
coming on.
What for what?
The Taco Bell birria tacos. Yeah.
Interesting. Hey,
Yeah. Notice
you
the
know
quotes I
what?
used.
I am now in such close proximity to a taco time. It's ruining my life. Do you know
Taco
how much I love
time?
taco time? Yeah.
It's like how badly Yoko Taco's ruining my life, because sometimes I'll be like, oh, I just need a taco. And then I walk 60 feet and I get a taco.
Just remember, if you buy those deep fried bean rolls,
Yeah.
they are 1,000,000 degrees when they hand them to you.
Yeah.
Let them cool. Oof.
I mean, you don't got to tell me I've been going there all the time.
I don't know if you buy those. I'm just saying if you get those.
Taco Time. No, Taco Time has like the crispy, crispy burrito.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's delicious.
Careful with those, everybody.
When I was a kid, you could get 10 for $5, and you just put them in a bowl and pour a whole thing of salsa on it and eat it and cry.
That sounds delicious and painful afterwards.
But also on our Patreon, I drop Space Show early when I can. So if you want to hear me talk about Space Show earlier, go to Patreon.
The upcoming episode, we're starting season 3, Lee.
Yeah.
You need to join us.
Yeah, I'll be guesting through season 3. I've decided.
All right. Because it's
okay.
We're starting with Spock's brain.
I hope, but this is when Rebecca stops doing the open invitation. She'll be like, "No, there's no open invitation for season 3."
Rescinded.
Everyone's invited except you,
Sorry,
Lee.
except for Lee. He has opinions about season 3. I just need to be there for Turnabout Intruder. That's all I care about.
The last one. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not going to believe. You're not going to believe that one, Rebecca. You're just seriously.
No. I mean,
Really?
it's the episode
does it
Shatner should
compare-
have won. His EGOT moment.
Here's the
How
thing,
does it
Rebecca.
compare to the American Doctor Who episode?
Well, it's much worse, and it's Shatner. Everything that you love about Shatner, Rebecca. All the big.
Yes.
Shatner
it's-
shatting it up.
It is times
his
10. Yes.
His soliloquy. His soliloquy to the Enterprise. Chef's kiss.
Yes.
All right. So that's all coming up on Space Show, and it's you just Geek Show. It's on our podcast feed. You can get all this stuff. All right. I'm sorry, Tony. Dune 2 has been delayed.
He says
know
this
what?
like I'm not a Dune fan.
I can wait. I can wait for the glory of Dune 2.
Do you know what this means? Do you know what this means?
It means Oppenheimer's
Marvel-
sound guys
it
are going
means-
to get a chance at an Oscar.
It also means the Marvels gets more IMAX screen time.
Oh, nice.
That's true.
Look how sad Timmy is. This is so
Oh,
sad.
Timothy.
He's fine.
He's
Fine. He's busy. He's busy dating Kylie Jenner.
That's,
Is he
Ew.
really?
That's gross.
Yeah.
All right.
I know.
Whatever makes you happy, I guess.
All
4-month
then.
delay. 4-month delay from November 2023 to March 2024. They've also pushed back Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire to April 12th.
That's a really confusing name.
I know, right? Also pushes back the animated Lord of the Rings movie, War of the Rohirrim.
The Rohirrim has been pushed back. Oh my God, what are we going to do? How are we going to get the story of Helm Hammerhand and how he put together Helm's Deep? I am so sad now.
This has been pushed back for more than a year.
They also pushed back that one movie I was really looking forward to. I can't remember what it's called, but it's written by a Coen brother, and it has Margaret Qualley in it. And
that looks good.
It looked so funny.
Yeah. I know the one you're talking about. I can't remember the name of it either, but
I also think they're mad. Like they're trying to piss off Zendaya because they already pushed back Challengers, and now they've pushed back Dune.
Oy.
It's delayed Zendaya.
Zendaya.
It's a good thing she's got that Euphorica money.
Yeah. Well, and it's all because of the strikes that are happening, and the director of Tron Ares, Joachim Roning, I think Joachim Roning.
that's Joaquin.
Is it Joachim?
I think so.
He's very upset about this. Oh, he's Norwegian, so how would that be pronounced?
Joachim.
Joachim.
The J would be a Y.
Joachim.
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 All right. Joachim said, the absolute best moments of my career have been watching an actor perform in front of the camera, taking the scene and text to a higher place. I've been fortunate to collaborate with amazing talent. It's a huge part of why I'm a filmmaker. However, like myself, being an actor and a writer means that you're a freelancer, and I can tell you this constant uncertainty is not for everyone. To that end, I don't think it's unreasonable to ask for a better safety net. So if the unions and the studios could just get it together so that this guy could make Tron Ares.
Yeah, come on, guys.
So he could watch his actors interact,
Just Why doesn't anyone take Hochem's feelings into account?
Yochem.
I just like these special effects from Toronto.
We need it to look like they're in a computer. Put a blue gel over the camera lens.
Okay.
Just putty those guys up.
Yeah. Let's see. You mentioned IMAX, Rebecca, and I need a full report on this once it gets there. September 22nd, Barbie is going to be released in IMAX.
Man, here's the thing. I'll try because this movie is so popular. I don't know that I'm going to be fast enough to get tickets.
Wow.
Or do not.
It's playing for 1 week only in IMAX, September 22nd, and they're adding new footage. Now, they're not saying what the new footage is. I guess you'll just have to wait and see.
Have you guys watched the behind the scenes of when they shot I'm Just Ken? And there's a moment where, Carrie, again, I can't wait for you to see this movie, where Ryan Gosling rips off his fur jacket and Greta Gerwig has this reaction. And I'm like, girl, you are all of us. We would all react this same way.
So, two things. I Stop Making Sense. Andrew Kehoe just threw this in our chat. The IMAX Stop Making Sense re-release is coming out that day. So that might be a problem for you, Carrie.
It will be for me because I'm going to see this in theaters again. It's the greatest concert film of all time with one of my top 5 favorite bands.
Tool?
I want to see the because they got a reunion happening.
Yeah,
and it's the rest of the band hates David Byrne so much. I can't wait.
So why would you hate David Byrne?
Well, he's the reason the band broke up, and he has admitted, I was a bit of a tyrant back then. I've changed a lot, and I hope that they forgive me. And I'm like, I think they would have forgiven you if you'd have invited them to be in American Utopia, which is also on IMAX, which is great, by the way.
It is really good. This Barbie movie is literally the only time I've sat next to a hillbilly woman who said during the talk about patriarchy, and she said, "Ain't that the truth?" And I was like, "Whoa, Barbie! Look at this! What you did to this!"
And apparently it's the big money maker of the year. It's Barbie
made the most money of 2023.
But Rebecca, I thought if you go woke, you go broke. Apparently not.
Well, it's not going woke. It's catering to women.
I know.
That's woke.
That's
what.
Define what you mean. Define what you mean when you say woke.
Hey, you listen to me here. No. Anytime I say woke, it's something I don't like.
Listen, Tony's in Utah County. He speaks.
I know how we think down here.
So are you saying if you make a movie that actually appeals to 52% of the population,
woke,
they might go see it?
Barbie,
I know, right?
Taylor Swift, Beyonce. How many times do I got to tell you guys women are saving the economy?
Y'all look at these woke women spending their money.
What's very funny is I've had so many male friends tell me that they've had male coworkers start to tell them why they didn't like the Barbie movie, even though they hadn't seen it.
Oh, I'd seen it. Yeah, that's happened to me for sure.
Oh, even though they haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks. All right.
I thought it was great. I'll see it again.
Now, from one end of the spectrum to the other, Rick and Morty season 7.
Now we're talking.
Oh my God! Did you start watching Solar Opposites? Solar Opposites is so funny this season.
Now with 100% less Justin Roiland.
Absolutely. They haven't announced who the new voices are.
It doesn't matter. They'll sound.
It doesn't matter. They'll just get their best Justin Roiland impersonator.
Yep. That's what they said. They said they've got sound-alike talent, but they haven't announced who they are.
It's me.
Is it?
Yeah. Hey, Morty. Hey, Morty. Let's go.
Whoa.
Let's go.
Okay, I got to mute Justin Roiland. Hang on a second here.
Morty. Okay. Hey, your sister's stupid.
He likes Summer better than Morty. Come on.
He does. Season 7 premieres October 15th.
Whoa, that's soon.
Yeah,
it's
coming up.
10 episodes is what we got.
And I'll be in Boone, North Carolina. I don't know if they get television there.
I did start Solar Opposites though, and
that first episode is a big F you to Justin Roiland.
It's I'm enjoying this new season for sure.
The voice changer bit. Oh, that's hilarious. All right. So this it's a spin-off of The Boys on your what's that on Amazon? Yeah, Amazon. And it's called Gen V. And it's about a school for gifted youngsters. How about that, huh?
Hey, wait a minute.
Hogwarts.
It's
X-Men's.
Hogwarts.
You just want to fill up those comments on YouTube, don't you, Rebecca?
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I want those actually boxes to just tumble all over me.
When you said that, my brain skipped like a CD that has a scratch on it.
All right. Anyway, so I've got the character rundown of Gen B, if you'd like.
Yeah.
Sure.
Jazz Sinclair plays Marie Moreau. I think that's her that we have on the picture if you're watching on YouTube. 18-year-old superhero with the ability to control and weaponize her own blood.
Blood.
Yeah. As an incoming freshman at the Vought-run school, Godolphin University, she is eager to prove she has what it takes to join the Seven, but is sidetracked by a mystery she begins to unravel at the school. Chance Perdomo.
Voldemort.
Chance Perdomo plays Andre Anderson, a junior at the university with magnetic powers. Let's see. He is the son of the famous superhero Polarity. Andrew has big shoes to fill as he's sent to take over the Polarity name once his dad retires. Oh, okay.
You know how that's gonna go. Dad won't retire. It's just like, one day I'll get to be the family name, Dad. No,
I'm the eldest boy.
You're stupid. I'm turning myself into Georgia.
Yep. Lizzie Broadway plays Emma Meyer, who is also known by her superhero name Little Cricket, for her ability to get very, very small.
Oh.
Lizzie Broadway's a cool name.
That is, isn't it? Though insecure and naive, often leaves her in compromising positions, she becomes close friends with Marie, so they'll be a tag team. Maddie Phillips plays Kate Dunlap, a junior at the university who is good friends with Jordan and Andre. Kate is able to push people to do anything she commands using the touch of her hands. So she's like the Purple Man, except she has to touch you. All right. Oh, if you thought that was a great name, if you thought Lizzie Broadway was a great name, get this one. London Thor.
No, that's
cool.
too much. Nope.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Tony, you're just jealous.
I am.
Now, these are two actors who will play one character. London Thor and Derek Liu play Jordan Lee, who will do anything to get to the top. They have the unique ability of changing between male and female forms.
Cool.
I mean, whatever. I can do that.
And different powers manifest. The man, when he's a man, he is dense and indestructible. When he's a woman, he's agile and can launch energy blasts.
Wasn't there like a anime that was like that? Ranma or something like that?
No, I'm trying to remember. There's a comic book or a show. It's eluding me completely. Where a person has it's Crazy Jane and Doom Patrol.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Where all of her alters have different powers.
Yeah, Andrew Kehoe. So Ranma 1/2. Yeah, I was right too.
There you go. Asa German plays Sam, a troubled soup who desperately is trying to escape his unfortunate circumstances. He's extremely powerful with super strength and invulnerability. Despite having a good heart, he's plagued by his hallucinations, which sometimes make it hard for him to discern between what is and is not reality.
Well, that's
Same,
a problem.
buddy. Same.
So, Tony, Patrick Schwarzenegger
Here we go.
plays Luke Riordan.
Listen, Patrick, I want to congratulate you for having such a good role in Gen V. I'm very proud of you, son.
He plays Golden Boy because of
You
his
are my golden boy.
You're my moon-faced golden boy. Because of his ability to light his entire body on fire. Oh, so he's like the Human Torch.
Okay.
Was it Moonface Golden Boy, an old Temptation song?
It is.
I
yes.
think so, yeah.
Let's see. Sean Patrick Thomas plays Polarity, Andre's father, that we talked about earlier. Let's see. And Clancy Brown is here as Professor Rich Brinkerhoff.
Clancy's in his cameo phase of his career, which is like, yes,
Yep.
I'll come play that character for 4 minutes.
Yep.
Check, please. Thank you.
He's got the face of a Sutherland.
Yeah.
So he's taught, some of the big superheroes like A-Train and Queen Maeve and the Deep.
Yeah, that went well.
Yeah, exactly.
Quite the mentor.
He is taking Golden Boy under his stead because he's convinced that Golden Boy will be in the 7 next. So
he's the future.
I made a mistake. I thought to myself, that that Boys goes a little too hard for me. It's a little too extreme in its wackiness. So I thought I'd go back and read the comics, and turns out that they really toned it down for the TV show.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, yeah, the comic book was pretty wild.
Yeah. It's just like, yeah. What horrible thing can we do this week?
Is it more crazy or less crazy than Preacher? Because that's Garth Ennis too. They're the same.
I would say more, wouldn't you, Lee?
Yeah, I think Ennis was just like, oh, you thought Preacher was too much?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Because Preacher's out there.
Preacher's out there.
But The Boys was, pretty out there.
Yeah.
Anyway, you remember last week we told you about Prey, the best Predator movie is getting a physical release?
Second best.
Oh, absolute best.
Well, I think that, Hollywood listens to this show. They watch us on YouTube here. And I think that what happened is that the folks at Lucasfilm and Marvel said, "Oh, we can't let that happen. We can't let that be the only streaming show that gets a physical release."
Whew, I got worried.
So Loki season 1, WandaVision, and Mandalorian season 1 and 2 will
There we go.
release
Well,
physically.
I also wonder if, they got wind of that story about the Steelbook version of WandaVision and how pissed everybody was.
Yeah, because there's no discs in it. So, now you can buy the Steelbook thing that we talked about 2 weeks ago, and now get the Blu-rays to put in it.
It feels like they were. It feels like they were quietly like shadow marketing a new thing, where it's like, yeah, like Tony said, you buy the case and then you buy the discs that you put in it separately.
Because you know what else is I've been thinking about a lot this week? You know how Joe Biden, he's really leaning into that whole Dark Brandon thing.
Mm-hmm.
They had to focus group that. And they had to do focus groups for that.
I'm
and
so I don't even know what we're talking about.
Yeah, she lost me.
What's Dark Brandon?
So, like his advertisements where it doesn't matter, honestly.
I was going to say, how are you tying this to the physical releases? Is it
because,
focus group? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, like Lee said, I am willing to get on that conspiracy train that they soft launched.
Put it on.
Yeah, the Steelbook to see what the reaction would be.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Because they sure had like a multi-paragraph response literally the day the news of that dropped. Where, oh, Disney was not aware of this Steelbook being done. Yes, that's a company we've worked with in the past, but blah, blah, blah,
because
blah, blah.
everybody was so mad. Disney was like, not us, not us, not us, not us.
No, it wasn't us.
Those guys over there.
It was this subsidiary in Taipei that we once worked with.
You are getting Steelbook cases with new art and all of that at your Best Buys, I believe, is where they're doing those.
Yeah, and just pretend like this was the end of Wanda's story and that they didn't go on and screw her up completely in the Doctor Strange movie.
They didn't know. It's nobody's fault.
Don't get me wrong. I freaking loved that Doctor Strange movie. I just feel like they did Wanda wrong.
Totally. Well, but they didn't know because they didn't know what they were doing in WandaVision while they were doing Doctor Strange. It was just.
They made her so cool and fun in WandaVision and tragic, and then it was like, I just wanted to be a mommy. Mad.
Loki Season 1, September 26th, WandaVision, November 28th, and Mandalorian Season 1 and 2, December 12th. Just in time for Christmas.
Yep.
Hooray!
Let's see. This is... Okay, here. You remember these? If you're watching on YouTube, you can see it.
Yeah.
Hey, it's an Atari game. Look at that.
Remember these?
Atari
I don't know what
cartridge.
that is.
Remember that?
Yeah, you blow on that, stick it in there so it works.
Atari is resurrecting the 2600.
Yep.
Why?
We talked about this on Geekshow Arcade earlier this week.
This is because you'll pay for it. You'll pay
nostalgia sells.
Yeah, you'll pay $130 for this.
I didn't pay $430 for it when it came out either.
Here's the thing: is that you can buy old 2600 controls on eBay for anywhere from $60 to $150, depending on the games and condition.
20 years ago, you could go buy a reproduction of the 2600 controller that you plugged in, and it already had half the games on it, without the 2600.
Yeah, I got that actually.
Yeah.
Remember when video game consoles had wood paneling on them?
Shit, yeah, I do.
The fake wood paneling will be there. This comes with HDMI output, widescreen mode, and all that. But it's essentially the classic, and it comes with 10 games built in. But
Can you
it will
imagine
take,
how shitty it's going to look on people's 4K TVs?
it'll be
Bad.
awesome.
Motion
It'll be bad.
smoothing.
But here's the best part though, is that it will take these old cartridges.
Yeah. So it uses a Rock Chip CPU, which is a brand of SoCs, and basically just runs a software emulator and takes that original cartridge and runs it through its software emulator and puts it up on your TV.
Sorry, I realize
old
nostalgia's. I know nostalgia's the sexiest goddamn thing in the world right now, but $130 for something that you can literally you can play all these games online for nothing.
Yep. Nothing
Probably.
sexier than a Miss Pac-Man right there.
Right there in the plastic, still in the plastic.
Carrie, that's got to be worth up to dollars.
Up to dollars.
Yeah, Egg Foo is saying that he has his hooked up, and it looks amazingly awful.
Yep. Yep.
For the price of a cup of coffee, I could
mean,
buy.
I think that's why I might get it, is just to have it as a conversation piece. You know, I have it on the TV rack.
This
just
is
there,
my
you know?
coffee table. This is my my coffee table, the old video game, right
Yeah,
next
you
to
know.
my coffee table books.
Here's the thing, Lee. I mean, Carrie, if you're going to do that, buy an original off eBay for like $100. If you're not going to hook it up, buy an original so you have the OG and just put it there as a piece to look at, you know?
I can still speedrun Adventure in 7 minutes.
But then what if I want to play it?
You won't.
I won't?
That's how
All right.
nostalgia works. We just get
I
excited for things, and then when we actually like sit down to use it, it's like, oh, things have come a long way. I'm gonna go play the new stuff.
Oh, I forgot how much this sucked. Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, let's get to some real fancy modern games, the ones that's not available yet. I'm looking forward to this because this last Ninja Turtle game that we got was pretty good, and this is Black Forest Games Ninja Turtles: The Last Ronin.
Yeah, this looks like it's gonna be pretty cool.
And it's based on the miniseries comic book, which is still available from Eastman and Laird. It stars Michelangelo as the sole survivor of his family.
Oh, we know who it is now. They're telling us who the last Ronin is.
Spoiler
It says
alert.
here.
But he's
Yeah.
not wisecracking anymore. He's not
No.
a party dude now.
No,
My boy Mikey's all by himself.
Yep, he's
Oh.
angry and sad.
Oh no.
And he's Raphael now.
Well, he is armed with the weapons of his brothers. Mikey makes his way through a post-apocalyptic New York to bring an end to the Foot Clan, who've controlled the city for years. And this is going to be available eventually on all your consoles, you know, your Xboxes and PlayStations and all that.
PC probably.
What's the
gonna be-
pizza situation like in post-apocalyptic?
Post-apocalyptic,
New York?
it's probably like, you know, Western Oregon, terrible.
just bad pizza.
Yeah,
and the
'cause-
city's been controlled by the Foot for years, so it stinks.
Yeah, it's like, I love the state of Oregon more than anything, but get your pizza straight. Like, turtles would never come to Oregon because your pizza's awful.
It's not that hard. You just put dough on there, some tomato sauce, cheese, pepperoni.
The thing
It's
about
easy.
New York pizza and New York bagels is it's all in the water.
What?
That's all I have to say about that.
Yeah, the thing
She's
about
not wrong.
the thing about Oregon pizza is they put it in their home oven instead of baking it in a pizza oven.
That's
And then-
if you're screwing up pizza, don't even call yourself a chef. Don't even. I mean, it's not that hard.
All you gotta
Even
do,
bad pizza is good pizza.
just take a
No,
tortilla,
no.
put some SpaghettiOs on it, put
No,
it in the
there's a-
oven.
there's
There's a
a-
pizza.
Tony,
There's a
you're
chain of
speaking my
pizza-
language.
There's a chain of pizza places in Oregon that makes you yearn for Totino's.
Urine.
Yeah.
Bagel
The,
bites.
I am not ashamed to admit I ate a lot of Totino's pizza when I was in college.
That was
It was-
30 pounds
well,
of the man I
yeah,
am
you're a
today.
video gamer.
Yeah.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing.
There's okay. I'll give a quick plug. There's and I'll share it with the Geek Show family. In my opinion, the best pizza right now here in town in Salt Lake it's on the west side, and
Domino's.
it's called Victor's. It's this little shop.
Victor's Pizza, where all of the pizzas are named after Pulp Fiction stuff.
What?
That's right. All the pizzas are named after Pulp Fiction lines.
Their
or
buffalo
characters.
chicken pizza. Wow,
but
I'm
very
not trying
good.
this.
Have
Yeah.
you been to Curry Pizza yet?
I have, yes.
I was surprised because using naan as a pizza crust is a really good idea.
I love naan.
Anyway, let's see. And speaking of the Ninja Turtles, It's about damn time, I said when I read this story.
It's about damn time. And I'm gonna need a man and woman to pump me up.
What?
That's all.
Don't
That's Lizzo, everybody.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
It's that New York water, Tony.
That New York water.
It's all about the water.
The Hollywood, California has 2 levels of immortality. Star on the Walk of Fame,
Where people can poop.
yes, which is quite an achievement. There's an even cooler, though, and more, personal way to be a part of Hollywood history, and that is to have your hands imprinted outside the Chinese theater.
Right.
Only the biggest of the big. And now the Ninja Turtles are joining the biggest.
Did you know to get a star, you only need like $3,500?
You have to maintain it. Well, see, that's why this is a bigger honor.
You don't have to maintain the handprints.
The theater takes care of it. On September 7th, on Hollywood Boulevard, you can go and see Leonardo, Donatello, Michelangelo, and Raphael. They are going to put their hands in cement.
Now, wait a second. Are they going to actually use the puppet hands from the first movie?
I don't know.
I would love it if they did.
I'm sure it's going to be people in costumes, I mean.
Yeah.
Let's see. It says here Kevin Eastman will be there to support.
but not Peter.
So the Ninja Turtles are going to be right next to like Joan Crawford, Al Jolson, Jimmy Stewart, Marilyn Monroe, Frank Sinatra, Clint Eastwood, Meryl Streep, Kevin Costner, the kids from Harry Potter. Well, and more importantly, C-3PO and R2-D2. And
How did R2-D2?
they had to pick him up.
And just pop his wheels in the cement?
He's got thrusters. He just flew into the cement and then he flew out.
Well, that was back when we didn't know he had thrusters.
Oh, and they didn't want to give it away, so he didn't use them.
You can go on YouTube and see the footage of it because it's funny to see Anthony Daniels and them helping him, because he's having a hard time walking anyway. They're guiding him into the cement. It was pretty funny. Anyway, well, let's get to what we consumed this week. Who is first?
I'll go first if nobody else wants to.
Go for it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The most important thing this week that I consumed, obviously, Baldur's Gate 3. But other than Baldur's Gate 3...
Did you start boning yet in Baldur's Gate 3?
Oh, I'm only in the first act still.
There's a guy who did it in 3 minutes.
That's impressive.
Yeah, if you're just playing it to bone, you got to get your priorities right. Like, what you really got to do is kill all the goblins and take their bones.
Bones.
All right.
Okay. Stars on Mars, guys. You need to watch
Are you
Stars
for real?
on Mars. It's actually pretty entertaining. Okay.
No, stop it.
No, it is. I promise it is. My wife and I are loving it.
Well, it's
What?
Who are the stars? I mean,
who's
other
left?
than
Who's left?
other than the little girl from Modern Family, why should I watch?
Yeah, you got Ariel Winters.
I like her.
You got the bike man. What's his name? Lance Armstrong. Ronda Rousey. Marshawn Lynch.
Paul Pierce, basketball player.
Who's left though?
Kat something, who's the first woman Iron Chef.
Kat Cora.
Kat Cora, yep, she's there.
So there's got to cook.
Okay, so there's 2. All right, there's 2 celebrities that I know and like.
And well, you don't have to like them to enjoy their antics. That's half the fun.
Yes, I
It's
do.
not called likable stars on Mars.
No,
That's why
it's
William
just-
Shatner's there.
That's right. And guess what? He showed up in person on the last episode. So
On Mars?
Yeah, on Mars.
Wow.
They
Whoa.
flew. He didn't even need a spacesuit when he was outside
No.
either. That's how much space he's been in.
Suspension of disbelief.
You can tell me when we get off the air who won, and then that
They haven't
way I
finished yet. I think
who's-
there's like 1 or 2 more episodes left.
won't. Oh, okay.
I just want to
But-
know who's left. I want to know who is surviving Mars.
I can't remember off the top of my head. Kat Cora's still there.
Must be a great show then.
Marshawn Lynch.
Of course. Of course.
Needs one of them to get the hell off
Beast
of Mars.
mode, Anyway. Okay, I saw Blue Beetle last night.
All right. Now this is what I've been waiting for.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what? It's good. It's actually
That's what I
quite
hear.
good. I
what I've been
really
hearing.
enjoyed it.
I've heard nothing but good. I haven't heard any bad reports. It's just people aren't going is the problem.
That's the worst part about it is
Yeah.
it's going to get overlooked, and it's a good movie. It's like when the first Shazam movie came out, and you're like, oh, they're doing a Shazam movie. I mean, I guess they can. It'll probably be poopy, but you walk out and you're like, that was really good. And Blue Beetle's the same thing. You're like, oh, Blue Beetle. I mean, he's a cool character, but are they going to actually do anything interesting? Yeah, they did. It's a good movie. They got a lot of interesting, nuggets of Easter eggs, and the plot was very family oriented and just a lot of fun. George Lopez was actually quite hilarious in this.
What do you mean actually quite hilarious? The man's had a sitcom of his own for decades.
Well, there you
So
go.
no one thinks I'm funny.
Your sitcom doesn't come on at 3 a.m. and wake me up with the loudest ba 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 ba.
Yeah, no, my theme song's just sad trombones for an hour.
Jess in the chat room says it's the first superhero movie I finished, and I immediately wanted a sequel.
Yeah, I agree 100%. I really want them to do a sequel to this. I want to make Blue Beetle. I want them to make Blue Beetle a larger part of the DC universe because he was really cool. What are you shaking your head?
They're not going to do that.
I know they
I
probably
just
won't.
think it's sad.
No,
that
James Gunn said that he-
institutional racism-
Well, he'll still be there, but I don't
James
think
Gunn
they're
says a
going
lot
to
of things.
I don't know if they're going to get a second movie out of this just because it's not making any money.
That's part of the problem.
Go-
yeah.
Did you
Go
take your
see
popcorn
it.
bucket?
No, I
Take your little
didn't.
popcorn guy?
I didn't take my. But that's another thing I wanted to say. You get some really good screen time with the Blue Beetle flying machine and everything.
scarab?
The scarab and
Yeah.
Susan Sarandon I thought did a really good job as the bad guy. And
Well, she is a bad guy. So
see, there you go.
That works.
But I thoroughly enjoyed it. It had heart. It was funny. It had action. 4 out of 5. I'd say go see it in the
Whoa.
theater. Yeah, it was
I'll
quite
go see
good.
it. I like
All
Blue
right.
Beetle.
Sure.
Do it.
I guess Lee wants to go next.
I'll make it quick. I'll try and make it quick. So I wasn't feeling all that coherent Monday morning, so I sat down and watched My Adventures with Superman from the start to I got all the way to the second to final episode, and holy crap, people, it's so good.
It has so much heart, that show.
It's like this is what makes Superman work, and I just love his relationship with Lois and with Jimmy, and then they took Missouri Mala and the Brain and made them what I've always wanted them to be. Like they are well, for one, give me a DC gorilla and I'll give you $10. But it's just at first when they showed Mala, I thought they went to Gorilla City by accident, in which case I almost exploded.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought we were going to get Grodd there for a minute.
I love Gorilla City so much. So anyway, the show is fantastic and it has so much heart, and it's also, once I realized Boimler was Superman, I just started chuckling to myself constantly. So I accidentally watched a very interesting ghost movie called I Still See You with Bella Thorne that just came out like in 2018, 2019, and it has a really, I'm not saying it's a great movie, but it was a very interesting ghost story. And it was like, okay, yeah, super colliders are bad and they can make bad things happen in Chicago, but it was like the things that work really well, and then the rest of it's kind of like, well, take it or leave it. But it was interesting, and Dermot McDermott was in it. So do you like Dermot?
He's
Dermot.
out of all the Dermots, he's my favorite.
Yeah, no,
He is
Dermot
very-
McDermott's like, he's the Uber Dermot, and he works really well. So, and then Star Wars Rebels Season 5. It's really quite good. I watched the first 2 episodes of that, and I was really, really excited to see. I feel bad because they had to kind of go, oh, well, for a lot of you people, like all you people that don't understand how Hogwarts works, we have to do a recap for the first 4 seasons that you didn't watch. So the first 2 episodes of Ahsoka were kind of hindered by previously on Star Wars Rebels stuff.
Were they though?
I felt they were, because I already knew all that stuff, so I didn't need to have that rehashed.
I need
Well,
it.
guess I ain't seen any of them Rebels, and I spent the first 2 episodes going, why? Why
Yeah.
do I care?
Because there are people who, like my wife, was like, oh, I didn't watch any of this Rebel show, so now I get it. I understand these relationships. So, I mean, you're a magical person, Rebecca. You don't need a 2-hour rehash, but
I do though. Here's the thing because I'm afraid to have an Ahsoka opinion in public.
Oh, that means she didn't like it. She's drinking the haterade.
Listen, it's not that I didn't like it. I would just like to know why I should care about any of this. That's all.
Don't care. Don't care. It doesn't matter. This is my take on all media right now. Is if you don't want to care about it, don't. I'm happy if you don't like it.
But here's the thing: it's got bright colors and it's got music, unusual things to have in my Star Wars.
It's got Chopper. He was great.
I guess he's a Twitter tells me he's a war criminal. Is that true?
He is. Yeah, he's killed at least 50,000 Imperials.
My God,
good for him.
I was happy to see a non-animated, actual physical Chopper. I thought that was great.
But what I love about this is that Star Wars has gotten to the point now where they can be like, you know what we need to do? We need to make a Star Wars for Rebecca, and we'll call it Andor, and it'll be magical. And then we'll make a Star Wars for Lee. We'll call it Ahsoka, and it'll be magical for Lee. And then we'll make a Star Wars for Carrie. It's called Every Star Wars. And it'll be magical and it'll be great.
It's called all the other Star Wars.
I watch them all.
Yeah, we're at a point now where we can be like, oh, there's a really good buffet being produced by Lucas right now where it's like you may not like spinach and you may not like meatloaf, but that tater tot casserole is fantastic. And that's kind of how I feel about what's going on with Lucas right now with the Star Wars stuff is like, wait a while and what you do like is going to come back and be amazing for you. And that's a great feeling.
If you're not digging Ahsoka, I got a show just for you, Rebecca. It's called Stars on Mars. You need to turn that on and turn your brain off and just enjoy.
Okay. So besides Ahsoka, what did you consume, Rebecca?
Oh,
Are
sorry.
you done?
Oh, Lee's
Sorry.
not done.
No, I forgot. I got one last thing.
Okay.
I took the Udemy course on the Sony Mark 7. So if you ever need help with your aperture settings or ISO, let me know.
Okay. Rebecca.
Yeah, so I watched Ahsoka. Listen, I don't want to have to do homework to enjoy Star Wars. That's all I'm saying. Started Solar Opposites.
I think you're the most angry with yourself for not liking this, is what it feels like.
Listen, I respect Dave Filoni. I think he's doing a lot of great work. I'm just mad he gets to do whatever he wants. That's all.
Okay.
I think somebody should sit him down and go, now listen.
I think somebody should tell him, hey, think of the normies who haven't watched Rebels. Solar Opposites, which is the first episode, is just a big F you to Justin Roiland, which was great. I binged Jury Duty finally.
Oh, Jury Duty!
I see now why everyone is like,
stuff.
yes.
Oh my God.
Yep.
James
did they find that guy?
Marsden. Such a good get for this show.
Oh,
James
yeah.
Marsden as James Marsden was just
Fantastic.
so funny. And then
what Lee said, I'm curious how many people they went through before they found the guy, that contestant, because he couldn't have made a better person for that role.
Such a good
he's
dude.
the nicest guy. We don't deserve him.
We got 70% through the series and was like, are they trying to test out who gets the next super serum? Because this dude would be a great Captain America. He's so decent. Such a good guy.
It's just such a good guy. And then to prep for the movie Bottoms, which came out this weekend, which I haven't seen yet. I watched Shiva Baby, which is written and directed by Emma Seligman. I don't know how to pronounce her last name, so sorry. Yeah. Just rank it up there with movies like Uncut Gems, just movies that make you go
it's funny
the whole time. It's fun. It's such a smart movie. It does a lot with like observing characters when they think they're not being watched, and just it's about this woman who goes to a shiva, a Jewish funeral service, and her ex-girlfriend is there, and then this guy that she's sleeping with also happens to show up, and it's just a very stressful, and just how sometimes people just don't make good choices. That happens here, and loved it. Rachel sent her and Ao. I don't know how to pronounce her last name either, but they're having one of the best years. I'm so happy for them.
Oh yeah,
keep it going. Yeah. That's all.
Let me know about Bottoms when you see it. I want your review next week. That's your assignment.
Okay. Oh, okay.
All right. Harley Quinn is still continually being good.
I forgot to mention that. I'm catching up on that too. And
how are shows still coming out and I'm missing them constantly?
Exactly.
Thumbs up.
Because they're not being advertised or promoted.
Exactly.
Yeah, I just found out What We Do in Shadows came out and the season's over, and I didn't even know.
That's done.
I misled you,
over,
Lee.
yeah.
It's not over. I thought it was over because I was watching it, and I just happened to have caught up with all the episodes, and I thought it was over.
No, there's the next week is the finale, and it's 2 episodes back to back for What We Do in the Shadows, and it's been great this season, by the way. Let's see. I did watch Ahsoka, and of course, you had me at Rosario, but she's doing some great fighting. I wish she would stop this though.
Thank you, Carrie. My God, all she does is just stand like
What's
this.
wrong with looking like you're angry?
I mean, she does it all the time though.
All the time.
That's grumpy mentor stance, and if you've ever mentored anybody, you know.
Also, can we talk about how the MacGuffin is another map?
But they already got the map, so the MacGuffin's Thrawn.
MacGuffin.
Also, I love the orange lightsaber Jedi people because she's still got her. They're like Jedi fanboys.
Oh yeah.
Sorry,
But
Sabine should
they're
be
bad
dead.
guys.
That blonde one would have killed Sabine in an instant.
She didn't want to kill her.
I
They're
like
fanboys.
I like the actress who's playing Sabine. By the way, I like her a lot.
She's awesome.
It's a good cast all around. It really is. But so I enjoyed that. I will continue. Let's see. I also. Oh, here's my recommendation for you. If you want a funny cartoon, it's on Max, and I think you'll like this one. It's called 10-Year-Old Tom.
Is that funny?
It's very funny.
Okay, because I saw it on there and I almost watched it and then I didn't.
Yeah. So I recommend that one to you.
And it's about
10-Year-Old Tom.
Oh.
A boy who is 10, and he's being raised by a single mom, and he goes to school and gets in different adventures. David Duchovny is the ice cream man that comes around.
I'm in.
I'm sorry, Carrie. I hate to interrupt. I know I interrupt constantly, but I guarantee you, I die inside every time I do it, just a little bit. But Bug Hunter just said that Qui-Gon is the only Jedi to die from a lightsaber to the chest. That's because Naboo has an American-style healthcare system, and he couldn't afford the premium, and he died. Whereas,
he also fell down that hole.
No, he just died on the ledge. But Lothal has socialized medicine, so Sabine got the care she needed without financially destroying.
Okay, but like Maul got sliced in half, and he survived that whole ordeal.
It was his rage that kept him alive.
Yeah, the dark side.
I think Qui-Gon was ready to leave, honestly.
Oh yeah.
Well, obviously, he didn't want to deal with that chosen one bullshit.
This sucks. I'm out.
I bought a child and realized, whoops, maybe I shouldn't have.
Oh, maybe I should have bet more for the mom too.
Let's see. Another recommendation I was just watching last night because my wife was on the phone with her friends, and so I could watch whatever I wanted, which meant I go back to stuff that I've seen a million times and rewatch them.
Classic Carrie.
Thank goodness for Mystery Science Theater 3000. The episode is Mitchell. And everyone, they all have their favorite episodes. Mitchell is usually not on the list, but I recommend the episode Mitchell just for you. It's the one where they swap out Joel and Mike. I don't know if you knew that.
Oh.
Anyway, The Flash. I rewatched it on your Max because it's been out this weekend. And, I think that they marketed that whole thing wrong.
Yep.
I think they should have marketed it as a comedy.
They didn't?
They didn't. No, it was
No,
the latest
was pretty not comedy in the marketing.
It was all about Batman. It was all about Batman, but
it was all about the cameos.
Yeah, that too.
Well, yeah, you can't be advertising your lead problematic star.
Yeah. So if you haven't seen it yet, go to your Max and watch it. And remember, it's a comedy.
Don't listen to Rebecca. It's great.
All right.
I'm just going to play a comedy music soundtrack through the whole thing.
And Supergirl is amazing in it.
She is awesome.
I like her the most. Anyway, that's what I got. Games, Tony? Do we have games other than Baldur's Gate, for God's sake?
Well, yeah. Just let me, get to those.
Tony, how do you
I think it's just a part
like
of
it's
my.
a surprise.
What class are you playing? What are you playing in the Baldur's Gate 3?
I'm a rogue sorcerer, baby.
Are you circumcised or no?
I haven't checked because I don't.
What do you mean
care.
you haven't checked?
I have a tradition that every time I play a Baldur's Gate game, I play a elf ranger. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
a high elf vampire. I'm that Alistair
What?
character. I'm playing as one of their
Do you just pick things out of a hat?
Yeah,
no, you can make your character like regular D&D, or you can do one of the pre-gens.
I did one of the pre-generated ones.
Yeah.
And
I'm
then I gave
high
him a
elf
second
king
class.
zombie.
Oh, now that would be cool.
That was
combo.
I missed that cereal.
I'm
King
a
Zombie.
were-vampire.
So actually, Baldur's Gate 3
Don't
is
actually.
coming out this week. Not you. Actually you. It's coming out on PS5 this week because it's been on PC only so far. And then we did get some news also this week that it will be coming out on Xbox soon because Microsoft capitulated on Larian's request to not have feature parity on the Xbox Series S versus the Xbox Series X because the S is not powerful enough to have co-op 2 players on the same console at the same time.
Okay.
So they're going to
I don't
let
want
them
to do that
release it.
anyway. So
They're going to release it without that. You can still play like on the internet with another person on a Series S. You just can't be couch co-op in the same room.
Oh, okay.
And then you know what? That's pretty much it.
That's good.
Hey,
All right.
Oh wait, except Samba de Amigo Party Central on the Switch. Do you remember Samba de
Am I
Amigo
having
on the
a
Dreamcast?
stroke?
Yeah, I think we're all having a stroke.
You
Sorry,
had
Tony.
maracas that it came with that you could play with. Samba de Amigo.
Amigo. Okay.
Amigo.
Amigo. Oh, I
It's
see.
it's on the Switch now, and you use the Joy-Cons as
As maracas?
maracas. Yeah.
Oh, hey,
So-
hey, Carrie, guess what I did? Guess what I did? I bought physical media.
What'd you buy?
I bought my favorite anime, Soul Eater.
Look.
This is
there you go.
This is the whole thing. I got it for $30,
A
and then
brewery.
they were like, "Oh, since you're buying that, why don't you buy the manga it's based off of?" Because they got the hardbound edition here. And so, I got it, and it was great because it was very obvious that I had ordered anime. And so the kid puts it on my desk and was like, "I'm sure your body pillow will be here tomorrow, nerd." So
Get wrecked.
yeah. So I highly recommend everybody make sure that your 23-year-old Snark Master never leaves your house ever, because your life will be enriched for eternity. And it has been. They're great,
All right.
but
All right. That's everything then, right? Okay. We're going to go to the after party. You Patreon members can join us over there.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
We'll be there soon enough, but we will see you next week with another episode of Geek Show. Live long and prosper, bitches.
Bye.
Bye-bye.